Brilliant stuff.
Making a huge statement, more statements to be made here throughout the weight classes. You can check out all this information on smoothpod.com. Select the IMMAF 2022 European Championships, and then we'll show you the relevant matchups coming up today on this cage and the approximate times the athletes will take to the cage.
And next up, England have another hope in this, what many people call the biggest prospect to come out of the UK. So far, 12-0 in his amateur career. He has titles in the promotions back home in multiple weight classes. He has been tried and tested, though. Here he has said it's been a learning curve for him. He's admitted it. The first fight he had, he got caught with a right hand by the Italian. That dropped him to his backside. He recovered from that. He got the victory. His second fight was against Portugal's Zé Machado, one of the most awkward, unorthodox, fantastic grapplers in the bracket, and he overcame that and got a split decision. That's his first ever, and he said it, first time a fight has ever been close. And yesterday against Deegan from Ireland, he dominated. He dominated with his positional wrestling, his control, and his fight IQ. Today is where he gets to vie for that gold medal, and he is taking on the powerhouse, the grappling powerhouse that is Ivan Kurilaru.
Kurilaru, extensive wrestling ability, and you can see here from the camera angle, his arms are very long, and it allows him to dive those darces in, the guillotines, as well as pummel for those underhooks. It's going to be a really interesting fight between two very highly talented athletes here.
Yeah, without a doubt. The world will be watching this one. All the lightweights, the amateur will certainly be taking note, as we are set for this, the lightweight final here, the 2022 European Championships. Let's get it underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the lightweight final, first in the corner, representing England, George Staines. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Ukraine, Ivan
Set and ready here for this lightweight final. This is England versus Ukraine. Ivan Kurilaru there in the blue and gold. In the red corner, taking on England's George Staines. He is in the red corner. A red kit, blue corner, and we are underway now, Dean. We know what the battle is going to be. Can Staines avoid the takedowns, avoid the clinch and the control of Ivan Kurilaru?
Already Staines is showing that uppercut here to deter the level change. You can see there he's twitching that rear hip as well to fire the rear kick, but he gets it nice and low. And the key there as well, Brian, to whip that leg back. Signaling entry here from Kurilaru.
And Kurilaru has had success in every single one of his fights with this tactic, this pressure, this cage control. We've seen many of his opponents look frustrated in these positions, just not being able to control, not just with the strength of the man, but the technique as well, Dean. His grappling acumen is phenomenal. What's the keys here for George Staines?
He's going to try and turn it into two opponents here. We're seeing a pummel for the underhooks. Could use the frames and the stuffs of the head as well, but ultimately the underhooks are key up against the cage here to be able to manipulate yourself out of this position and circle off the cage.
Yeah, he's working hard to try and get that underhook. He's done well to avoid the takedown so far. One minute 45 seconds now left in this first round. And this is Ivan Kurilaru. You know what you're going to face, team, right? It's one thing knowing about it, it's another thing stopping it.
Kimura trap attempt here from Staines. He could use this to switch to the outside position. Threat the sweep and the submission allowed him to get outside. But he's got to keep on his back foot here and use lateral movement to stay away from this level change. Sprawl ball tactics here are key for George Staines.
Yeah, look at the entry there. The dip, the level change, the reversal there from Staines. This is huge. This is a big moment for Staines. Looking for a takedown of his own here up against the cage, in on this single.
He's got to make a decision here, Brian. Does he want to take this fight down to the ground and risk getting countered, or does he want to separate and strike?
From every conversation I've had with George Staines, he has always talked about having confidence standing and grappling. He is happy to test himself anyway, and this is a true testing, especially when you know exactly how good Ivan Kuralaru is in these spots. 30 seconds now left in round number 1. And this a taste of his own medicine from George Staines. Pressuring, looking for this takedown, trying to tie these legs up, break that base.
Kuralaru could start to initiate the switch here. Now it becomes an issue to get back to his feet. He's got to plant one hand, retract the legs towards the cage, and Cage will get back to his feet.
Seeing the round out in top position. If there were any odds that being the way we would see out round number 1, it would have been flipped around, especially when you look at the Ukrainians' pedigree coming in. I don't believe he's lost a round in the tournament. That might be the first round he's lost here, and it's in the final against England's George Staines.
George Staines switching up beautifully as well, looking to grapple the grappler. And that kind of would throw off Kuralaru. We said that. We saw, you know, out on the outside, Staines looking for the single leg, feeling that he had good head pressure, nice connection, didn't need to disengage. What he's doing now is throwing more tools into the mix, more things for Kuralaru to worry about coming into this second round. And that's the game of mixed martial arts, Brian. Mix up the striking and the grappling.
Still a calm, composed George Staines there, taking final instructions before we step out into round number 2 here at the IMMAF 2022 European Championships. This is your men's lightweight final. That sees George Staines from England, said George Staines, in the red kit, blue corner, take on Ukraine's Ivan Kuralaru. And the crowd, the audience, Ukraine and England battling out in the stands as these go toe-to-toe in the cage.
Staines more now animated on the outside with the lateral motion. If he wants to kick, he's going to fire that leg back here. Now he's got to sprawl heavy and look to clear the arm to expose the back.
Needs to turn away from that cage as well. He's trying to do so, but look, Kuralaru just pushing and pressuring. Reaps that ankle away, Dean. Staines already almost back to his feet.
Kuralaru stuck to Staines like glue here. Connection is key. Look to a mat return now for Kuralaru.
Oh, looking to turn back inside. Look at the strength, but then equally so the balance of George Staines. Wow.
Quick readjustment there of the shin pad to make sure that it covers the shin. But like the way Staines sensed though, when Kuralaru looked for the strikes in that clinch, he used that opportunity to escape.
Oh, again, in comes Kuralaru, trying to drive his man to the cage. That movement, that turn off against, that's key right, Dean.
Yeah, we're seeing Staines here now trying to manipulate the grip on the face, trying to hike the head up of his opponent here, keep those legs heavy.
Oh, he's looking at the guillotine. Standing guillotine from George Staines. Can he finish it? Pulls his man down. Good response.
He's got the arm in here. He could head snap to the ground. And then when Kuralaru looks to posture up, it gives him space to drop down for the takedown or to strike.
There we go, trying to break down that base, pull his man down. Now he's framed.
Knees available to Staines here, Brian, but he's got to make sure he cleanly goes to the body and not to the head.
Oh, round they go, Dean. Round and round. That was a little threat from George Staines, using this grip under the chin.
He's trying to hike that head up to prevent his opponent's head and hips going lower than his, and then to look for the unhooks. The key as well to keep that right leg heavy to the ground, keep his base nice and wide, use the cage as a base short point as well as he turns the corner. The key here is to try and free his left leg in this instance. See the ankle pick there?
This is unreal, though. Every single opponent has withered to the pressure of Ivan Kuralaru. Every single opponent has been taken down and controlled. No one's done this to him, Dean. No one's been able to withstand the takedown attempts and then reverse positions and attack themselves.
Yeah, really good work from George for the anti-wrestling here. And he's on the outside now, sinking the knees in, and the crowd responds.
There we go. Little raise of the eyebrows there from Ivan Kurilaro, a little bit of frustration maybe. This some battle between the two, a real chess match. And again, George Staines just coming up with plenty of answers, right? He's so well equipped, so talented, and he's executing it under the big brights of this final.
Yeah, he's got really reactive anti-grappling. Now, the frames on the face, hiking the head up, the underhooks, heavy legs, switch of positions. You saw him maneuvering his hands and connecting his hands underneath his opponent and trying to pull him over the top to disengage the hips for the takedown. He's doing all the right things. And he's a strong lad as well.
Yeah.
You know, he's built for this. Yeah. He's got fast-twitch muscle fibers with him, muscular endurance, which allows him to keep that pressure on and consistently defend. But the key word here, Brian, is defend. Are the judges seeing George consistently defend the attacks of Kurilaro?
So here we go, set for round number 3, the final round here in the men's lightweight final at the Bella Italia Arena. Ukraine's Ivan Kurilaro once again looking for this takedown. George Staines, elevated now, can he avoid it? Brought down to his side there by Ivan Kurilaro, straight back up.
And again, the reactive prowess shining through of George, immediately looking to put the hand down. Oh,
putting the pressure on, really did turn that around nicely, Dean.
Head pressure now from Kurilaro on the outside. And Staines already fighting the wrist, looking for the angle, going to try to escape that right leg out of jeopardy. He could punch the arms underneath the left arm of Kurilaro and try to lever him round there for a bit of an angular motion. Keeping that left leg is key. Utilising the whizzer as well for George. Fighting the wrist to the left arm of Kurilaro.
He's doing all the right things absolutely, here. Technically, this is how you want to see it, but still the pressure is coming from Ivan Kurilaro. Right in front of us, and again Kurilaro just staying connected, trying once more. Now back to the mat goes Staines. Can he get back to his feet again? Look at how tight and close Kurilaro is on him. 1 minute 25 seconds now left in this men's final, this men's lightweight final here in Italy.
Kurilaro skipping the leg back there from the counter footlock from Staines. Kurilaro staying heavy on the outside, that's a smart play. Disengagement of the hands from George as he turns through.
Now looking to separate, he pushes him against the cage. Listen to the crowd in attendance. Ukraine chants around out, the English fans cheer.
Oh, he's got that hip connection now. He's pulling the hips in much better on the outside position, and he's pulling them away and getting the aerial slam. Again, we see Staines plant the hands. Got to be careful of giving up the back in this position. But the key we're seeing from Kurilaro is sticking to his opponent, in particular, pulling his hips in towards his opponent for the takedown.
Yeah, it has been relentless pressure. Even though George Staines has been able to get up every single time, he's not been able to detach and find space. 25 seconds. Knees at the middle. Now will the judges score this one? 10 seconds left. Trying to elevate and rotate his man, but still Staines steps over. This is... Oh. He's done enough, Dean. That may well be your new lightweight European champion, but this one will be decided by the judges, and you said it within that. How are they scoring those positions, right? How do the judges score the defensive grappling of Staines against the offensive of Kurilaro?
Huge support from the English crowd here in the venue. George Stein putting on a stellar.
And that's George Staines' dad right there. You see him in the white shirt. That's a proud man. Let's get it announced. Let's hand it to Ricky Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the 3-round action, about to the judges' scorecards for your winner by decision. And now your European lightweight champion. In the blue corner, representing George Steins.
13-0, so much talent. The performance of his life against the toughest opponent he has faced to date. And now that is your European champion. His name is St. George Steins. Wow.
He hops the cage here to spur on the crowd. Really impressed with his ability to out-wrestle the Ukrainian.
That is a moment, that is a picture. You did it, George Steins. You said you would do it. You came here, you had adversity, you've had the toughest tests, you've learned the lessons, and now you are the European champion. Look what it means, Dean. Look what it means. Yes, sir.
An outstanding job from the English representative. And again, a testament to his training and his coaches and his camp. We don't have wrestling in our school system. You know, it's very difficult to find decent wrestling in England, and George has certainly found a decent place to wrestle.
Oh, listen, he trains up at AVT. You've got to think about Jay Furness, Danny Mitchell. You've got to think of all the bodies they've got up there, the experience. That is one hell of a performance. That is just the beginning, though, for George Steins. St. George Steins, undefeated and now European champion. This place needs a new roof, Dean. The crowd there, the crowd played their part as well. Both Ukraine and England cheering, chanting their athletes on. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. That's why we've got the best job in the world, right, Dean?
And the electricity from the crowd is just inspiring, and as well, it can translate to the athletes. Some athletes shut the crowd out on the outside ambient noise.